What up, what up, what up? Come to the end of another week in the markets. You know how we do. Check this out.
I tell you the difference between me and them. They trying to get the ones and trying to get them in. 1 million, 2 million, 3 million, 4. And just 5 here, 40 million more. You and they're looking at the 40 million more. I rate for 10 channel, I'm the 100 million man. See, that's where you wrong. I came to the 100 grand strong, 9 to be exact. From right G-packs, I put this motion ain't no rewind to me back and make 40 up for ring with one. Crime could be that, and if somebody would have told that, home was so public. Not in this lifetime, wasn't in my right mind. That's enough, the difference that between me and them. I smug it up, open the market up. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 18 months, 80 million more. And add the number up with the one I said before. You and there looking at me smart like fuck. Mama ain't raised no fool. Put me anywhere on God's green earth. I jiggle my word. I said a winner, I saw fire from hell. I am a hustler that I thought it was hell. I was born to get down, move on and switch states up. Top the coop with the roof, gone and switch states up. Never follow orders, face get you straight. The next day, I will not lose ever.
All right. What's going on? Another week in the markets, baby, on the highway to freedom. Still climbing that ladder to the top. Still on that highway to freedom. So, guys, I had to play that Jay-Z song. You do not know. I love that song. You guys get a chance, you can play the whole song for yourself. Go on YouTube or whatever the case is. Some of you might have that album. You might have that album you never even opened it. Some of you Jay-Z fans out there. But I love that song, man. You ever took the time and listen to the lyrics? Tell me that's not us on the highway to freedom. I know that's me all the way 100%. Some key lyrics in there that I took note to. You remember when he said, they trying to get them ones, I'm trying to get them ands. Man, don't that apply to us? Especially for those of you who are doing your best to share the opportunity and save as many people as you can. Don't sometimes their mindset seem so on just what's right in front of them. I just want to get this job and get a check. As long as I can get a check at the end of the week, I'm happy. Even though they really not happy, even though they complaining, even though they tired, I'm tired. I can't wait till the weekend get here. People out here in this world living, working, dying, killing themselves 5 days out of the week just to live for 2 days out of the week, just to make it to the weekend. Man, that's a lot of time out of your life that you're taking away just to live for 2 days in a week. That's why we got this movement on the highway to freedom, because especially when you consider how short life is, you should be taking advantage and living every single day of the week if you want to. Especially when, you create your own reality. You create the world that you want to live in. So if I'm going to paint my picture, I'm definitely not going to paint it where I'm only living for 2 days out of the week. Come on, man. But that's that mentality of they trying to get them ones, we trying to get them ands. Trying to get 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5. Yeah, I'm trying to get it all while I'm here. While God give me the strength and the ability to get it, And then he said something else, a key thing that hit home with us right here. That's another difference that's between me and them. I smarten up, open the market up. I know when Jay-Z was coming up, especially when he was really thugging hard, and he decided to make that transition into a higher realm. I'm sure that there were those who was talking about him. Look at him, he in a suit now. Look at the kind of company he keep now. Look at the kind of moves he making now. They didn't understand Jay-Z, but he understood that he couldn't be young forever. He couldn't be dumb and young forever. He had to smarten up and open the market up. Like Robert Kiyosaki's cash flow quadrant talks about. It's about transitioning yourself to the right side of the quadrant as a business owner for one. So Jay-Z became down that position of becoming a business owner. Yeah, he was a rapper and he started selling clothes and had Rockaware as a business owner. But he had to smarten up and open the market up. And that's exactly what he did. So he can compound his profits. He knew that there was no way that he could work as hard as money works. Money, nobody can work and move as hard and fast as money works. Money never stops working. It's always moving. It's always working. All you have to do to see it is look at your Forex charts. The chart don't move. Money is always moving. Price is always going up and down. So that's why Jay-Z said I had to smarten up and open the market up. You see what I'm saying? What else he said in the lyrics? Oh, another one of my favorite lyrics in there. Put me anywhere on God's green earth, I triple my worth. And boy, if we don't have the opportunity to be anywhere on God's green earth and make money, and we have examples of that right here on the highway to freedom. One of the first people I saw making them type of moves was one of our teammates, Mr. Roy F. Williams. Salute to you, my brother. Who knows where you are in the world right now? Maybe you, I think you in DR the last I checked. Shout out to you, King Aziz, out there in Jamaica, lamping it up and chilling. Had another great week. I think you made about $700, $800 this week, compounding your profits as you prepared and took your trip out to Jamaica. Not long ago, you was in somewhere out in Mexico. You guys know right now I'm lamping in Medellin, Colombia. Still making money, still compounding profits. Like Jay-Z said, put me anywhere on God's green earth, I triple my worth. It don't matter where we are. We still making money with that money velocity, with this tool we got called the Forex markets. I love that song, y'all. Jay-Z was talking to us right here on the highway to freedom. What else he said in that song? Oh, he said something about never follow orders. When I think about that, that hit home to me because I could never like really have a boss because of that factor. I couldn't take nobody telling me what to do. Couldn't take nobody telling me when to wake up and when I should go to sleep. You better go to sleep, get some rest because you got to go to work tomorrow. I couldn't tell anybody telling me how many days of the year I could be sick. Couldn't take anybody telling me when I could go on vacation. I always had a problem following orders. I can follow them, don't get me wrong. I'm not a knucklehead out here in these streets. But especially because we spend most of our time at our jobs. So I can't spend most of my life following orders like I'm a slave or something, you know? Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not knocking anybody who got a job. I've been in a job situation before. I usually didn't last that long, but I've been there. But at least we got that, we woke now, we wake, especially if you're right here on the highway to freedom. You wide awake, baby, and you see that brighter day. You see where you're going, where you can live life where the way you so see fit, where you can create your own reality, where you putting yourself in a position where you never have to follow orders, except for the ones that you put on yourself. You live by your own standards, your own principles. You don't have to compromise your life for nobody else, trying to help them satisfy their dreams. Life too short for that. That's why we grind here. That's why we put ourselves in a position to compound these profits and smarten up and open the market up. You see what I'm saying? And last but not least, I like when he said, I will not lose ever. We don't lose here on the highway to freedom, baby. Our win-to-loss ratio is something crazy. We don't lose. I will not lose ever. So yeah, guys, when you get a chance, check out that track, You Don't Know. I know it's an old song of Jay-Z, but he's an awesome rapper. His lyrics transfer through time. They are still relevant to this day. And that song right there was always one when we first created the Highway to Freedom, and I always said, man, that's us right there, 100%, 100%. So when you get a chance, like I said, check that song out and see how relevant it is to our lifestyle in the direction that we're going. So we come to the end of another week in the markets, baby, yeah. And we had another pretty good week. We closed out this week right here with 258 pips. So we got to take a shot. Now this week right here, I got a Medellin special. I know that's a big bottle, right? I think this bottle costs like about $30. It's a 3 liter of rum. Like $30, man. You can't get this in America for that cost. And this is Ron Medellin. And you see, you got that 3, that means it's aged for 3 years. Nice bottle of rum. So we're going to take a nice little shot of the rum to celebrate the end of another week in the markets. And so get your beers, your Kool-Aids, your shots, your Hennies, your whatever you do, especially considering it's Friday. Now, usually normal people look at a Friday like, oh, man, it's Friday, baby, yeah. We like, oh, man, it's Friday. The market's closed. Excuse me, guys. The market's closed. It's Friday. Oh, man. We love being in a position at any given moment. Our dollars add up. The bank account increases. We love that position here on the highway to freedom. That's why we love being in the week. We love it. We had our jobs here. For those of you who have jobs, we had our jobs just sitting back, chilling and smiling, know that the brighter day is on the horizon. My brighter day is coming. It's just a matter of time when I can live my life to the fullest. I can hire my boss because I'll be in a position to help him out. That's how I'll be feeling, or I was feeling, you know, like people that I was working with. I'm like, man, if they just knew, if they only knew what I knew out here trying to build the business and make all this money and all these sales, man, let me show you how to triple your worth anywhere on God's green. Let me show you. But I don't know if they would understand, though. They probably look at me like, this little dude, what are you going to tell me? So, cheers, guys, to the end of another week in the market. Medellin 3, if you live out here in Colombia, you better check out that Medellin 3. Now, they do have Medellin 3, 5, and an 8. Then they got 11 as well. And the numbers just represent how many years that rum has been aged. Good stuff, good stuff, good stuff. So we come to the end of the week with 258 pips. Now, if you were not a Continental member, you got about 202, 203 pips for the week because we did close out 53 pips this morning on the gold, and that was offered to our Continental members. If you go to the Entourage page, www.h2fentourage.com. If you go to our Entourage page, then you can see the benefits and just how to become a Continental member. So you can also take advantage of those, like the gold trades we take, the silver, the commodities, and exotic pairs pretty much. We had a great webinar last night for the team building that we talked about the benefits of becoming a Quad Squad member and a Continental member. One of the benefits is that we open up some of those exotic trades and those commodity pairs in the Continental members signal channel. So Continental members did make a little bit more money this week. Salute to all of you and congratulations for you buying into our philosophy and helping others along the way, okay? Now that 258 pips does give us a total in the last 23 weeks of 9,771 pips within the last 23 weeks. So let's put it in perspective. That means if you were trading with us with the standard account from the 3rd week of January when we opened this platform out to the public, we're talking in 23 weeks, you would have made about $97,000. I repeat, $97,000 with a standard account. Now, if you're not trading with the standard account, it's okay. Just know that's the direction you're going. Get there. Keep taking those trades. Keep finding ways to fill up that investment account of yours. Because when you get that account to 20,000, 15 to 20,000, and you start trading with a standard account, that means with the average pip close that we do per week, we're averaging 424.82 pips per week. That means by simply following the signals, out of the H2F signal channel, you will be averaging about $4,240.82 per week. What can't you do making an extra $4,000 on your cell phone every week, What can't you do? I'm not saying you're going to quit your job, but I'd be damned if you have to be there. I mean, unless you're making a significant amount more than that, and if you are, God bless you. But what can't you do making about $4,200 per week? All right? So, we're doing the damn thing, guys. We're doing the damn thing. Now, we always shoot the average. Our goal per week is 250 pips. That's our goal per week. We know with that 250 pips, we can be well on our way to averaging 5% per day, 25% per week, and doubling our accounts on a monthly basis. If you take $200 and you double it every month, do the math, that equals $800,000 at the end of the year. $800,000 at the end of the year. Or a little bit over 800,000, put it like that. If you take $200 and double it every single month, get motivated. You're on a highway to freedom. That's with 250 pips per week. We're doing 424.82 pips per week. You see what I'm saying? So we're well on our way. It's just a matter of time for those of you who are plugging in, staying patient, staying disciplined, and staying consistent. It's just a matter of time. By the end of this year right here, and we're at the halfway point, by the end of this year, most all of you will be trading with this standard account. As we move through the years of our next years coming through, it's going to be a total different level. Because think about it, this platform is still new. We're not even a year old. We're just at the half of the year mark. We're not even a year old yet. Imagine when each and every single one of us is trading with a standard account, we make averaging $4,000 or $5,000 a week. With all of us, the masses, imagine the things we'll be able to do together. It won't just be me traveling out here in Colombia. Imagine we can do this together. Imagine we can buy property internationally and take our money and invest it from our community together. That's my vision. That's what I hear Jay-Z say. They trying to get them ones, trying to get them ends. Yeah, we making money out the Forex. Yeah, we compounding our individual accounts. That's the ones, and for my vision, the ends is when we doing different things and investing outside of the Forex together. Because we have a powerful community that grew together as one team with one dream. The sky is truly the limit. The sky is the limit, guys. And we're growing on a daily basis, making our team stronger and stronger and stronger. Okay? So it's a pretty good week. Of course, you know, I would have loved to get 500 and 600 and 700 pips. I would have loved the market to break out in our direction. And as the week came to the close, I'm in those trades. I know those euros started going against us. I know that. I know. But we still chilling though. Take a look at your margin level percentages. So you in a sweet position. Most of all of you should be over 1,500% with your margin level percentage. So as these euro pairs are going against us, and I definitely expect them to fall back down into next week. You know, these market makers, they're not going to give it all to us at once. Those of you veterans out here, you know how this game go. We'll have a week where the market just blow out and run in our direction, and we have a 700, 800, 900 pip closeout weeks, and then there'll be another week. Like a couple weeks ago, we got 20 pips we closed. I remember one week we got 96 pips we closed. That doesn't take away from the fact that we're still averaging 424 pips per week, even with that being said and done. That does not take away from the fact that we've only taken 3 losses ever with only a total of 59 pips for the losses. So we won 9,771 pips, and we only lost 59. Like my man Jay-Z said, I will not lose ever. We don't lose, baby. We win no matter what. Even if some weeks we have to be a little more patient than others. Like this week was top heavy. We caught 177 pips and we caught 28 pips early in the week. And then after that, it was like, damn, Euro, what's up, man? Show me love, baby. Break out already. But the Euros decided to consolidate the way the market does sometimes. That's just the way it is. We can't force the market to do what the market is not going to do. The only thing that we do control in Forex is the risk that we take. With controlling that risk, it allows us to let the market do what it's going to do until the market does what we want it to do. And the beautiful part about these trades going against us, here on the highway to freedom, we look adversity in the eyes and we take advantage of it. We take advantage of it every time. So I almost get happy sometimes when these trades go into red, because that just means I want to be able to add a second or third position. And when they come back down, this is compounding more positions into profits. We're making even more money if the market go against us, believe it or not. I know that sounds kind of crazy. And I know every time we get in a trade and it goes against us, you're like, oh, man, come on, man. Some of you might even be cursing me out. Come on, Shane, what's up, man? Why you put us in that trade? I wouldn't have took that trade, Shane. It's all good, though. I'm so nasty. It's all good, though. It's all good. Getting a little cold out here. Guys, believe it or not, it's hotter in New York right now than it is here. We be having some kind of, it's not cold, but funny weather out here. I love the weather out here. I love it. It's just perfect. Not too hot, not too, it's just perfect. But it be kind of messing with me because you never know what to expect. 1 minute it's raining, 1 minute it's not. The weather's kind of funny, so sometimes I get a little congested like I am now. But yeah, we doing the damn thing on the highway to freedom. People is changing their lives on the highway to freedom. And that we don't plan to stop. It only gets better from here as we go. All right, so 258 pips. And as you guys know, as we come to the end of the week, we transition over to sharing the opportunity with the ones that we love the most. So yes, this Sunday at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we will be hosting a special opportunity overview webinar. We had an awesome team building webinar last night, and now it's time for you guys to put those things that we talked about into practice. Because as we know, yes, we are investors, but we're also business owners. And as we come to the end of the week in the markets, it's time for us to open up our stores to the general public. Because we know that if we can help enough people get what they want, then we can have anything in the world that we want. We know that if we can take our eyes off of ourselves, then the things that come to us in a positive way come to us like effortlessly. It's like naturally, because what you put out is what naturally comes back. It's a law. It's like gravity. What goes up will come down. What you put out will come back. So if you're putting out positivity, if you're helping people reach higher stages in their life, naturally you will reach higher stages in your life. That's just the way it is. If you don't believe me, test it out for yourself. So yes, we will be having our special opportunity overview webinar this Sunday at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I have put out the link in our Facebook group. I've also put out the registration link in the Telegram group. Get your list of people that you're considering as candidates to our platform and give them the link so that they can register for this Sunday night's opportunity overview webinar. Once you do that, study the www.h2fentourage.com, study that page, and be prepared to follow up with them and qualify them for our program, for our team, for our community. If they are a good fit, bring them aboard. If they're not a good fit, see you later. This ain't for everybody. Like Jay-Z said, they trying to get them ones, we trying to get them ends. So if they not trying to get them ends, then this is not the platform for them. We only looking for a select type of person to grow with us here on the highway to freedom. This success thing, this making money thing ain't for everybody. Like I said a few weeks ago, when it comes to making this money thing, there's some responsibility that goes with it. If this money-making thing was for everybody, then everybody would be making it. And we don't have time to slow down this train for the ones who ain't ready. But if they ready, then we ready to take this thing all the way to the top. So let's make it happen. Let's get them on that Sunday night opportunity overview webinar where me and Lawrence explain the opportunity, and Femi, our boy Femi, come with the fire every single week and blow your mind with the information that he brings to take our mindset to the next level. Because if we're going to make this money in a major way, we have to mentally be right and ready for it as well. And Femi has been doing just that, doing his research and bringing the information to take also our mindset to the next level. So even if you're not inviting and bringing somebody on that webinar, I encourage you to at least show up for Femi's segment of the Opportunity Overview webinar. He usually comes on about 9:50. So if you want to time it out right and come on that webinar at about 9:50 for Finney's segment, well, come and join the party and get your mind blown. All right? So guys, as well as I always talk about in the end of the week, make sure you're talking with your sponsor, your accountability partner, your mentor, to see if you're hitting your goals. Very important. You can't have a 30-day goal and wait till the 29th day to see what's going on. You have to be checking it out day by day by day so you can make the adjustments along the way. You can't have a 30, 60-day goal and wait till the last minute. That's the problem why a lot of people don't hit their goals. Yeah, it's okay to make the goal, but are you staying focused on the goal day by day by day? So talking with your sponsor and using your sponsor as your accountability coach will help keep you on path, will keep you focused, keep you steered in the right direction. Because the thing about success, you're never going to 100% always be on the right path. Nobody is. Nobody is. Look, Golden State Warriors, they won the championship this year. Did they win every game in the season, though? No. They did not win every game in the season. It's the games that you lose is where you gain the most, because that gives you the opportunity to get better. That gives you some information that you can use to improve and take your game to the next level. They played a 7-game series. Now, granted, they only lost one. But I'm sure they used that game, and they used last year's season when they lost the championship to make sure they wasn't going to lose this year. I was one of those ones going for Cleveland. But I said with that loss that Golden State took last year, knowing that they had one of the better records ever in history, and they still lost the championship, I said they more than likely they're not going to lose this year. You see, they went in the offseason, they got Durant, they tuned up, they got better from their loss. So when we go through downfalls and ups and downs, we have to use it in the right perspective and take the losses to our advantage. But if you're not keeping track of your goals and measuring your steps, especially with a system like what we have, you will never know when you're winning or when you're losing. So you measure those steps, one with the P390 Forex system, and two by talking with your sponsor and coming up with a plan to get back on the right path. Because like I said, you're never going to always 100% be on the right path. There are going to be times where you veer a little bit too far to the right and you veer a little bit too far to the left, but it's the compass, it's the map that you use that will always give you a guide to get back on course. So use your accountability partner. Use your sponsor. Whether you have goals of building a team or whether the goals of building your investment account, use your accountability sponsor and make sure you're talking to them on a weekly basis so that you can achieve the goals that you're looking for here on the highway to freedom. But I'm so happy to say and know that it's just a matter of time for those of you who are plugging in, especially 100%. It's just a matter of time before you're making money that you can't even believe. Look at our boy Lawrence. From $200 now, before Wednesday even get here, this guy's putting up testimonials and making $2,200 in a week. You're not saying anymore? From $200. So it doesn't matter where you are now. It's about where you're trying to go. And I'm so proud to be on a team of winners that are all trying to go to the top. So yes, guys, ladies and gentlemen, give yourselves a pat on the back for those of you who are keeping up with the signals and making it happen and compounding those profits, whether fast or whether slow, is still money in the bank. You guys have a great weekend. Continue to master your craft and continue to stay focused on the top, and let's get it. Have a great weekend.